And now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tennessee's offense will start this game off with the football. Tennessee put the big into the Big Orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much, and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defense offensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Myers. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here is the Tennessee offense. To see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. He leaves it with his back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, and get a tackle for a loss.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown time! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Returner will field it and try to... And he bumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Safe completion on the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Intercepted! He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to bowl his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to LSU.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Breaks into the open.
Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, we'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. Man through the contact. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
They're dealing with a second and long. Hand off from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Volunteers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. This time it's complete.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stayed.
There he goes.
And that's a play you may look back on when this thing's all said and done as a key play in the game. Fourth down one, the offense absolutely has got to be able to come up with. And I love the play call because you're going option and you're putting it on your quarterback to make the right decision. The pitch guy was where the ball had to go, and he's able to use his speed just enough to pick up the first.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Tide and Vols. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Holds and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the RPO, complete. At the 40, there he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Play action on first down. Punts it out of the air. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. He got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's John. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the ball send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Turning it on! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a three on the board. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he has the deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wants to fire on second down. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to...
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Sends it back in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Williams will pass. Makes the pass. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The inside handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The here. Offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Vols decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt. So Alabama once again takes the win in this smoking hot rivalry between the Vols and the Crimson Tide in the party.